here from Benton Panthers Arena here in Benton, and we are excited to bring you this big-time matchup right here as we've got the White Hall Bulldogs, 8-4, coming into this one already 2-0 in conference, taking on the Benton Panthers, who are 11-2, and this is a big matchup in conference that really has a lot of implications going down the stretch on who's going to get the right seeding to get into that state tournament. Tell me if I'm wrong. They do have district in 5A, right? They don't have regional?
No, they do not have district.
It's the opposite. Sorry. That's correct.
Yeah, there's no district in 5A, but both teams coming into this one undefeated in conference play. Yes. So whichever one wins this game, and as Benton starts off with a turnover, they'll be in great position going forward.
Early turnover right there. This is Duran Miller bringing you play-by-play. That's Adam Johnston you hear, and we're going to have Brad Caldwell as well on color. And we've got the whole crew here. Aaron Powers on camera. Nate Sparks running production tonight. So we're excited to be here in Benton and to see two of the top guys in the class of 2025 in Burgess and Jay Hayes. So right now, Whitehall with the ball. Number 3 with it, that's Hayes up top. He's about a 6'7", 6'8" guard. He'll give it off. That's a long 3, no good, contested. Fight for the rebound, that's Burgess down there, and he'll save it in. He was fighting with number 20 of Benton, of Whitehall, that was Slater. Here comes the Panthers now, setting up their offense. Get it down low, that's Burgess. He'll turn around. He's 6'9", over the left shoulder, makes it look easy.
It's a good offense right there. And as you can see, Jay Hayes taking on the challenge of guarding Burgess to start the ball game. That's the matchup you want to see.
A little hand fighting down low right now with him and number 20.
Just good
Slater
hands.
and Burgess. Another turnover.
And they're really pressuring Jay. I mean, most teams, when they come out and they try to defend Jay, they pretty much go 90 feet with him, try to pester him a little bit because he is the ball handler.
As we got a three-point shot attempt here, no good. Adam Johnston here, he is our on-staff Whitehall man. He's a Whitehall Bulldog his whole life, so going to definitely have a lot of good information.
I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible. We'll see how that goes, but if I do get heated, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's kind of like if Duran called a Dover ASN game.
Yeah.
Yep.
He wouldn't be able to do it, man.
I'm not going to lie to you. I want my Bulldogs winning tonight.
Volleyball and other sports, but
you did do a Dover ASN game in volleyball, didn't you?
State tournament.
Yeah.
We did have to shut down the CAC chat that day, but it got a little rough in there. First free throw from Burgess is good.
Good to see Burgess. We haven't seen him since he was a freshman at the 5A tournament a couple years back.
He's come a long way since then. I mean, back then he was a freshman and he really couldn't dribble the basketball, couldn't really shoot. Last year he took another step.
Of course,
you can't block his shot. Anytime he gets the ball in the mid area, he's just going to raise up and shoot. That's why they got Jay guarding him, because Jay's 6'8", but
that was back in his Marion Patriot days.
Yep. Transferred over to Benton last year.
So you got Ad Gray with the ball. I'm sorry, I got the rosters back over there. That's Carl Walker. He'll give it off. Three-point shot's no good. Rebound stays with Whitehall.
Got a good look right there, and that's Jacoby Edwards. He can knock those down. He's kind of the X factor on this team. He can do a little bit of everything.
Walker
score on all 3 levels.
And inbound from the baseline here. He'll get it up to Edwards, like you were talking about. Now a long three-point basket. It's no good. Here comes Benton. They're up 3-0, trying to add to it. I'm sorry, 4-0 after that second free throw. I forgot to write it down. Burgess has all 4 points right now. He's got the ball. He'll kick it out. Tough pass. Ooh, loses it on the gather. They're going to get a foul reaching. They're going to call it on number 20, Savion Slater.
That's a tough one. Could have had a little run out right there. Good hands by Slater.
Now Adam, of course, we know a lot about Burgess as far as ranking goes. Where is Hayes ranked right now amongst the 25 class?
Last time I saw, he was ranked about in the 70s and 80s as a 4-star. That's liable to change, but That's where they got him rated right there. He's rated as a 4-star. Offers from Missouri, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. He got offered by Sam Houston State a couple weeks ago, offered by UCA, Ole Miss as well. His dad played at Ole Miss, so there's some ties
got
there.
That bucket? Was that a Pickett, number 23?
I believe so.
I think it was. Yeah, those are some big-time offers, and we might have some showtime right here. He's going to lay it in, though. That's number 2, Ad Gray, adding 2 more to it.
Benton off to a great start so far.
Really good job defensively.
Nothing.
They're pressuring. A lot of on-ball pressure right now. Whitehall's got to find a way to get into the paint and score.
Getting sped up. Like you see that right there, deflection out of bounds. Looks like number 10 is going to check in for Whitehall. That's Cameron Ramos. He's going to come in and give Slater a blow. Well, they'll get it in right in the corner here. Nice drive into the free throw line, and he's going to hang and hit right there. That was Jay Hayes.
That's a tough shot.
I have a hard time just saying Jay instead of Jay Sean. So used to saying Jay Sean. I'm like, Jay Hayes.
That's his game right there. He likes to get in that mid-range area and rise up.
That was a good job. I mean, to me, he looked a little rushed, and he still was able to have the poise there, the smoothness to knock it down. A little kind of steal there. Burnt a little bit. Didn't end up mattering in the long run. Here comes Whitehall. It's Raspberry with the ball. Jordan Raspberry, one of the starters for Whitehall. He gets it back. Benton really doing a good job trapping up there at the half-court line. Walker with it. Burgess is out on him, out up top. Now they'll hand it off. That's Hayes. Burgess picks him up. Got a foul on Benton. I believe it was on Burgess, was it not?
Yeah, I believe so. Got him with the body. This defensive intensity is very impressive to start the game for Benton.
It's what's helped get them to this early lead, 8-2.
I mean, even getting the inbounds pass in is tough, so they're making everything hard.
Hey, we appreciate everybody watching today. Give us a like, give us a share, subscribe to us, ring the bell on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. And drop us some comments if you're coming in here just to watch these two big-time powerhouses in the 5A here, or, you know, you're watching Jay Hayes, or if you're watching Burgess, whoever it might be. Are y'all hearing any echo at all?
Yeah, there was a little echo there. Mute the computer line, I believe. Now we'll have to unmute that to get the monitor.
All right. So another trip down the court for Whitehall. Comes away with no points. Little hanging one-handed runner there, no good. Rebound fought for. Whitehall comes away with it. That's Hayes with the ball. Working hard against him is
somebody's got to come middle.
Russell. That's Braylon Russell's brother. I think he's a 10th grader, I believe.
Yeah, they got him listed as a sophomore. Good
Another
job by
turnover.
Burgess going just straight up in the air, not fouling him on that lay-in.
Really nice bucket right there from Harrison Pickett, who was challenged by Hayes. Got up and over him for the bucket. 10-2.
Now, who do we have number 2 from Benton as?
Ad Gray.
Ad Gray. I'm doing a really good job of being pesky. Of course, his size. Nice job on the 3 there. His size is a big plus for Benton. That way they don't have to put Burgess on Hayes.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job on the defensive end.
Jacoby Edwards picking up that 3, the junior for Whitehall a moment ago. Cuts the lead in half, 10-5 now. Oh, big block.
Okay.
On Burgess. And that was Jacoby Edwards who hit the 3, getting it done on both ends.
You don't see that often on Burgess, man. With that length, Jacoby Edwards, I will tell you, a very athletic guy. And he just knocked down that 3 there in the corner. Desperately needed to get that one in.
Ball deflected. They get a turnover off the inbounds.
Got some momentum going now.
5-point game, 2 minutes to go in the first period. Hayes with the ball, comes across the timeline. He's going to get a little jump stop. Up and in, that's just smooth right there.
Could have been an and one. Refs are letting them play a little bit earlier, I will say that.
10-7 now.
A lot of physicality.
Pickett gets the ball back. 0 in the game now. I'll get his name for you shortly.
See, Whitehall's feeling it a little bit right now. They got a few buckets, feeling good. You talked about the momentum. Momentum is so key when it comes to sports. No matter what sport it is, really.
Absolutely.
They're definitely in a groove right now, you can tell.
But, you know, Benton, we talked about this a little bit, Adam, that Benton, you called them the favorite in this conference this year.
Yes, I do think they are coming in as the favorites. Pine Bluff, they did win the state championship last year, but obviously losing guys like Zay Barnett and Jordan Harris, it's going to be tough to replace those types of guys. But the way that Ben's been playing in a non-conference, I think that they've been playing as well as anybody in 5A, really.
They got a miss here. Here comes Whitehall looking to push a little bit. It's a 3-on-4. A kick out, 3-point out of the corner, no good. Tried to flush the rebound a little bit. Gives Benton a chance for a run out, and we're going to get a foul on Hayes. That'll be his second, I believe. I could be wrong. That could be his first. It is his first. Burgess had one earlier. I was thinking about that one.
Got to be careful the rest of this quarter not to pick up a silly second foul.
Burgess thought about the three.
Good hands.
Had his pocket pick for a moment, but it's quick enough to get back to it. Open three out of the corner on the kick out, and that's Javarius Russell, Braylon Russell's brother, getting a big three. He's just a 10th grader and playing a lot of ball right now for Benton. Hayes behind a back dribble. He's going to be picked up by Burgess. Going to call a travel before he got rid of it. So he dragged the pivot foot.
They're really trying to send two bodies at Jay. Seems like every possession.
I talked to you about him a little bit last year, and you said that it seemed to be a theme throughout the year. That
he has seen any type of coverage that you can possibly think of. I mean, he's pretty much double teamed every single game when he puts the ball on the floor.
Benton just moving around the perimeter right now. Nice bounce pass down low, and he'll go up amongst the trees. And that's that guy you were talking about, Brad Caldwell, Ad Gray, getting work done in the paint.
I'll tell you, I've seen a lot out of Russell. He looks good, you know. Yeah. You know, when we did the 5A.
10 on the clock. Go ahead.
We did the 5A tournament. When we did the 5A tournament 2 years ago, Braylon actually was a pretty good basketball player for Lakeside.
Yeah, he really was.
You know, he made a good difference, but I really like what I'm seeing out of his brother down here.
Of course, they're built completely different. Of course, Braylon looks like a football player playing basketball. His brother looks like a basketball player playing basketball, right?
Yes.
Very smooth, got a little point guard feel to him, combo guard. And we've got a foul where they're going to inbound it up here near the half-court line. Foul was committed on fast. Hayes. 4 on the clock. Got another foul. This time on number 1 off the ball. That's on Russell. They're saying he was impeding Hayes, I guess, holding him or something.
Interesting. I was like, man, that sure ain't no foul on the ball.
Right. Yeah, it was off the ball that time. So.
Took away points for Whitehall, though.
3.2 on the clock now. Hayes has it in the corner. He's got the height to rise and pop.
And whoa!
Oh, my. That's a grown man play right there, showing off the strength.
That's what he does, man. Great way to finish the quarter. Really struggled from the field, but now you got some momentum heading in that second quarter. Hopefully he can knock down this free throw.
He's got 6 points right now. He can make it 7 and make this a 15-10 game. And he will. So he'll end the first period with 7 points. It's 15-10. Whitehall in the lead, Benton in the lead. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petrus Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petrus Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrusfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you.
White Hall ball, by the way.
All right, we're back here at Benton. They win the first period 15-10, but we've got a good one. As you see, you can see the talent from Hayes, and you can see them heating up a little bit. They're getting in a groove. Started out, it was all Benton. It was 8-2 early. It was looking rough, but we got us a ball game now, boys.
Yeah, Benton definitely got off to a great start there in the first quarter. Really brought it on the defensive end, but White Hall feel like they're starting to figure it out a little bit. Starting to match some of that physicality.
One thing I'll say, Benton has 4 different Panthers have scored so far. Only 2 Bulldogs have scored for White Hall. 4 for Burgess, 4 for Pickett, and 4 for Gray, and then Russell had the 3.
It's a really good pass by Ramos, and 1.
It's a late call. It was definitely a foul.
A great find by Ramos. Don't let that size fool you. He's tough, man.
Edwards had 3 in the first period. He's going to add at least 2 more to it. Let's see if he can make his free throw here. Moved a little short, it was. So, 15-12. Burgess, nice job, splitting through 2 defenders and up with the left hand. That was good ball movement that time.
Yeah, perfect press break.
Secondary transition right there. Hayes will get it way up on top at the Benton Panther. He's going to shoot. Burgess skies for the rebound this time. 3-on-2. Nice pass from Burgess to Ad Gray. He gets his 6th point of the game.
Ad Gray running the floor,
yeah,
getting rewarded with points. And look at him right now, pretty much face guarding Jayshawn Hayes.
Yeah, they're trying to keep him from getting the ball. He's starting to be an issue. Now he's going to take about a 24-footer.
Come
it's
on.
silky smooth.
I'm telling you, man.
He gave a little arm flex after that one.
He can play. Nice mid-range pull-up.
Yeah, was that 23?
23.
Pickett, 6 points for him as well. So Burgess, Pickett, and Russell all have 6 apiece now. Kick out in the corner.
Shot.
Little long. Number 4 for Benton will pull down that rebound. That's Elam Shelby. Pickett again. Now you can kick it out. Russell thought about it. 10 comes out. I like 10's defense. He gets up in your face. He gets in your jersey a little bit. Cameron Ramos. Back out to
10
Burgess.
on 10 right now.
Yeah. 3-point basket's long. A little wide right. That was by Pickett. Here comes Hayes, and you can tell he's feeling it.
Need somebody come middle.
They got 2 bigs out on him right now. Wow. Just
Oh,
going to
my
power it
goodness.
up off the glass.
He's a tough shot taker and a tough shot maker.
I'm telling you, you put another 10 pounds on him, he's already showing off strength. He could be a serious problem on the Division I level. Got a timeout. We'll take one with them. It's a full one. 21-17. Got a good one. We'll be back.
Desark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Desark.
All right, we're back here at Benton, and man, we've got a great one. We're showing off some talent here. Burgess, especially Burgess and Hayes, they really dueling back and forth. But it ain't just them two. A lot of guys getting in the act. Really like Pickett. I like Gray for Benton. I like what I've seen out of Jacoby Edwards over for White Hall. It's been a lot of fun so far. Let's see how this thing continues as we got 5:33 to go in the first half. 21-17. Burgess has it. Got double. He gives it out to Pickett. Nice pass. Gray's there.
What a finish,
Could have got a foul called on that. Yeah, Benton fans. Whoa, did we get a late call?
Yeah, we did.
I guess it was and when I couldn't hear the whistle, but
yeah, we couldn't hear it. I thought it should have been one, to be honest. I think that's the right call. Got to hear it. Hopefully it was a whistle. We just couldn't hear it up here.
Ed Gray's been big time to start this game.
He's got 9 points, leading.
It's not just the points, it's the defensive effort.
Hayes has it, crossover, trying to get around Pickett. He'll lose it, taken away. Here comes Pickett. He was getting around Gray. Pickett gets it. Little Euro all the way in. Benton's a pretty well-rounded team. I really like what I'm seeing out of them.
Whitehall cut it down to 4 and now lead back up to 9.
Oh,
could be a goaltending.
Yeah.
Not going to call it. And Whitehall really needs Walker to be aggressive on the offensive end because pretty much every time down, they're going to double off of him. So when he catches the basketball, he needs to get to the basket or make a move, make a play for somebody else.
You know, it's always big on the road. Get to the line. Make your free throws. That one's in and out. So far, Whitehall is 1 of 3 at the line. Now they're 2 of 4. Definitely, if you're a White Hall Bulldog fan, you want to get that percentage up a little bit on the road. It's going to help you out. They're down 8 now, 26-18. Burgess, he's going to give it over to Pickett. Down in the corners, Russell. That three's a little long. Good effort from Shelby, but it goes out of bounds. I believe White Hall ball it is.
Russell's had a lot of open looks here early, and that might be by design, but they definitely need him to be aggressive and start making some of those.
So they got Ad Gray as 6'5". He's doing a good job down low at times. You can see Hayes beside him. Hayes definitely got a couple inches on him. And Burgess over there at 6'9". You could tell the difference there too. Burgess touched that one. Going to stay with Whitehall. Somebody's breathing on a mic. Pull it off just a hair. Kept thinking it was me. I think I'm good now. Nice drive. Kind of a tough finish there.
A lot of contact.
Might should have went to that left hand a little more. Yeah, there was some contact. Like you said earlier, they're letting them play a little. There was contact there. I seen something fall on the court, I thought.
Yeah, it
like
hit
a headband or something.
Whitehall basketball, okay. Interesting. I don't really know what the call would be there, to be honest with you.
I mean,
it didn't hit the backboard. It just went straight up and hit the stanchion kind of up there. I don't know. But
I think the foul should have been called.
Could have been a foul, or maybe he got all ball. I don't know, but
yeah. I thought he got the forehead.
That was
a
a
little
tough
bit.
one.
I have to go back and watch to know for sure. But like you said, they're definitely letting him play, and Hayes spins. That time, that wasn't Hayes. That was a Walker. A little out of control.
We need to take a charge here.
Yeah.
There it is right there.
And that's
yes,
the right
sir.
call. He was set for a country mile.
That's what you got to do in transition when you got 6'9" coming right at you. Step in there and take that charge.
Don't jump.
That was a
don't jump,
There's
right?
no point.
Right.
No point in jumping.
As athletic as Jacoby is, you got to take that charge. Great job by him.
Walker with the ball, gives it off to Hayes. Hayes got double for a moment. Now they go away from it. He's going to pull up again. About 23, 24 foot. No good. Rebound ripped down from Russell. He's going to push. Now he'll slow it down. Ramos all in his face. Pickett with the ball. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Extended the arm.
Yep. Ramos sold it, but it was a right time to sell it. And good job right there. You're going to get that call 10 out of 10 usually.
What's the – well, you don't have classes. I was going to say, what's the class on Pickett?
The ones I don't have are Benton's. Let me look at that roster one more time. I think I do have them, actually. Pickett is a junior.
Okay.
6'2" guard, number 23.
That's
Walker.
it right there. They need him to continue to be aggressive.
He's the third Bulldog that scored. He had a free throw earlier. 26-20, 3:02 to go.
Need to get Jordan Raspberry going here in this one. He's a knockdown three-point shooter. Got to get him some looks.
0 back in the game. That's Harris for Benton. Shelby from the corner, off the side of the board. Rebound by Ramos. Got a little nice bounce pass. Good job getting back that time. Was Benton. Ramos with it. That guy never stops, does he?
He doesn't. He's bringing that energy. He's the Energizer Bunny.
Walker gets it up to Hayes. Well, they pick him up about 35 foot from the basket.
Oh, I was about to say, how's that a no call? They finally blew the whistle. And that's what you love to see from Walker. He's taking on that challenge. They're doubling off of me. I got to do something. I got to get to the basket, and that's what he's doing right now.
By the way, 5 team fouls for Benton means White Hall's in the bonus from here on out.
Walker showing some being aggressive tonight, like you're saying, Adam, and it's really helping out White Hall right now.
We need to knock down these free throws. And Carl, he had some wrist surgery in the summer, I believe, so he's still trying to work his way back with that. At the beginning of the season, if you watched White Hall play, he was shooting free throws with his left hand. He's a righty, but he was shooting free throws with his left hand, so that should tell you something about that injury. But he's back to shooting it with his right hand, and he finally starts to look like he's a little bit more comfortable dribbling and shooting the basketball.
You can see that tape on it. Hey, he's got that free throw percentage way up now. They're now 4 of 6. They started out 2 of 4. 1 of 3 at one point. Harris with the ball. It's Dejon Harris. Getting a little wraparound pass to Shelby. Nice jump stop. Can't get it to fall, though. Hayes is deflected.
No.
Burgess throw down. Oh, yeah, baby.
Nobody came to the basketball.
Another steal. That one lands on the baseline, though. Fortunate for White Hall right there.
Just as White Hall's starting to get back in the game, Benton extends that lead a little bit.
6-point game, 28-22. We still got a minute 56 and a half.
It's kind of been the ebb and flow of this ball game. White Hall cuts into the lead. Benton pushes it back out to 10.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing from Harris, who's not a starter out there. Moving his feet, playing good defense. He's going to get called. I think it's going to be on, well, he's shooting 2. I didn't see a number yet. It is 0. It'll be on Harris. I didn't know if it was him or maybe 5 got in there.
You're seeing Carl Walker play with a lot of confidence right now. And he's continuing to drive the basketball. They needed him to continue doing that the rest of this ball game.
Don't forget about replays, Nate. Get some replays on those dunks and things. Whose kid is this over here throwing a monkey down the stairs and going back and getting it?
Probably yours.
Yeah, I think it's so. My wife's from Benton, so they made the trip up to watch this one. All the way from the Russellville area. He missed both of those or made one?
He made
the front
one. He split them. Good ball pressure. Almost 5-second call.
Harris with it. Skip pass into the corner. Russell's going to drive. He's going to hang. Little 8-footer, no good. That might have been on the cylinder.
Wow.
White Hall didn't like it.
Very close.
Who did they credit? Was it Burgess?
It was Burgess with the tip in.
Make that the 10th point for Burgess. Walker, a little bit of trouble. Ramos swings it. That's Raspberry. Really hasn't shot much at all today, if at all. Turnover. Oh, nice little Euro. Good job from Javarius Russell. Bet he gets hate. I bet he hates getting called Braylon's little brother all the time.
Probably does. Probably takes that personally.
Oh, another steal, but it's going to be off of Benton. You can see Coach Hayes down here for White Hall. Credit to Benton, though. The pressure on this has been really impressive.
Yeah, they've been making it really tough every single inbounds play. And
you got 10 guys on this side of the court.
And it's the first half. You don't normally see that.
Burgess, they get
that's his second.
Yeah, and that was really just a lapse that time. Burgess hesitated. If he would have went immediately to him, the trap,
right,
then then you've made the first move, and that guy has to adjust. That time he's late.
Third.
Burgess picks up his foul.
That's a third
that's
foul.
The third.
That's big.
He's going to the bench for now, I would assume.
And last year in the first game against these two, they split both games last year. Jay Sean, he fouled out with about 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, but somehow Whitehall managed to win that one. They came here and they lost by double digits, but so Jay fouled out last year. Who knows what happens tonight with Burgess with 3 fouls here in the first half.
First free throw up and good for Jacoby Edwards. Gives him 6 points in the game. Trying to make it 7. Trying to cut this game. Did they not put that?
No, he missed it.
Did he miss it? I apologize, guys.
Yeah, he missed that one.
So he makes 1 of 2. 32-24. I thought it looked like it went in.
Great defense. Oh, he gets a timeout. Could have been a loose ball, but got the timeout.
We'll take one with them quickly. 25.6 to go in the first half. 8-point game. We'll be back. Okay. All right, we're back here. 32-24. Benton at home with an 8-point lead here at Benton Arena. And it's been a fun one so far. We've had really good action up and down the court. And like y'all were talking a moment ago, every time Whitehall kind of tightens it up, Benton picks up the pressure and kind of extends that lead back out. This is, I think 8-2 was the biggest lead. Well, I think now 32-23 a moment ago was the biggest we had.
Yeah, they've been up 9 multiple times.
Missed a chippy, but no one boxes out. Coach Hayes not happy about it. Easy bucket for Harris. Eight on the clock. 4 half
get something
here.
Going to the basket.
Hayes has it with 5. Working against 3 guys. Kick out. Gonna run out of time. And they're not gonna get an actual shot there. He kind of let it go as he was bumped on the baseline. 34-24. Benton, 10-point lead. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some halftime stats and analysis right after this.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
One way that you can see a kid play, and that's the whole point of what we do, is to allow kids to be seen through the Arkansas Sports Network. We don't do highlight tapes, we do full games. And so you can see any kid that you want to just by watching us.
No, I thought you guys, matter of fact, that's funny because for us, for me, like I couldn't get out and go to the state tournaments because we were playing. And I actually got to watch a lot of the games through y'all's network.
Oh, thank you.
To watch, and the kids we were recruiting, we just signed the Jaron Burrow kid from Manila.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching, we got to watch his games through the state tournament and seeing him play that we wouldn't have been able to go watch.
Tommy Reddick right now playing with onions. Burrow for three. Wow. Back at him. This is fun, ain't it? It's a privilege, boys, to be up here calling these games.
Number one, thank you guys for what you're doing here.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We were watching at home last night. I hope you guys know what you're doing here matters. And you guys have been one of the stories of the postseason is the job you're doing here.
And we've got Bree McCarty on the line here. Congratulations, Bree. Bree, tell us a little bit about how you feel about winning the Arkansas Sports Network and D3 Auto Sales Arkansas Girls High School MVP.
Well, I'm definitely honored. I'm really excited about it.
On this front line. Rodriguez, he's going to set up Maddie Smith. He goes across the court. The libero's there. That's that freshman setting up Welch. Was it in? I think it was. Nope, it's out.
They're calling a tap, though.
Oh, there's a miscommunication.
Rolling out the pass. He throws it, and King comes underneath it. He intercepts it. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10, and he's going to be brought down from behind. And I'll tell you what, Luke King is showing.
What's up, everybody? This is Dare Saul, owner and general manager of D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, Arkansas. And we are a proud sponsor of Arkansas Sports Network. Arkansas Sports Network has been so great to the communities and small towns of Arkansas and high school sports. They are on their way to be the biggest thing in high school sports, and we're proud to be a sponsor.
All right, we're back here at Benton Arena, 34-24. Benton, 10-point lead here at halftime. Go over some stats with you real quick. Start out with White Hall. Carl Walker was 6 points. Jay Sean Hayes with 12 and 6 points from Jacoby Edwards. Just 3 Bulldogs scored so far.
Wow.
That rounds out their 24. And then over for Benton, they've spread it out a little more between 5 guys. You've got 10 for Burgess, who has 3 fouls. 9 for Ad Gray, 8 for Harrison Pickett, 5 for Javarius Russell, and 2 from Dejuan. How would you pronounce that? D-A-E-J-U-A-N. Dejuan?
Yeah, let me look at it real quick.
Harris, and he's got 2 points.
Or could be Day One. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Dejuan, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's Day One.
That's a tough
I think it's Day One. I think I got Jay Sean in my head. But now that you say that, I don't know. Anyways, we'll go with Day One Harris. So he's got 2 off the bench. I liked what I saw to him. I really like this Benton team, guys. I feel like when they decide to pressure, they are really tough to deal with. They're going against a guy in Jay Sean Hayes that's really impressive. He's made some shots that were highly contested. He's going up against 2 guys, 3 even at times. And he's made some buckets, but you got to give credit to Benton that, I mean, they're playing a guy that's talented, and they got a 10-point lead right now.
Yeah, Jay's got 12 points, but they're really making life tough for him every single time he touches the basketball, whether that's picking him up 90 feet and he's trying to dribble the ball down or just coming and bringing double teams. But I mean, this defensive effort from Benton is really the story of the ball game. That's why they're up 10 points, and White Hall has had a lot of turnovers. Benton has been taking care of the basketball, so that's one of the differences in the game. But White Hall really needs to get some of these other guys going. I mean, like you mentioned, only 3 guys have scored in this game: Carl Walker, Jacoby Edwards, and Jay. So guys like Jordan Raspberry, maybe a Savion Slater or Cam Ramos need to help out and maybe give a boost and get some points on the board.
Right. And I think the 3 fouls on Burgess are a big deal. We'll see if he even starts the second half with 3 fouls. They may wait a couple minutes. They may start them. But if he picks up a fourth in the third, that's going to be a really big deal down the stretch because they really like to play pressure defense on both ends. And if he ends up, he's got to take a step back now when it comes to his pressure. He's got to be really smart, move his feet, watch the hands. Because if that becomes an issue, that's more of a mismatch that guys like Hayes will bring for White Hall with the height of Burgess on the bench.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Hayes, as soon as this third quarter starts, I'm attacking Terrion Burgess. Whoever he's guarding, give that person the ball. Make the referee be in a tough situation and call a foul. If you can get him to get 4 fouls heading into the fourth quarter, that can play pretty big dividends for you.
And what I'll say is also that the refs have swallowed the whistle for the most part in this game. They're letting them go a little bit, and sometimes as a player, that kind of gets in your head a little bit. You're like, well, they're letting it go, so you kind of play a little more free with that, and then you find yourself in trouble sometimes, And right now, Burgess has got 3 fouls. He's really the only one in serious foul trouble for either team. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll take one more break. We'll come back, and we'll have all your halftime, second half action right after this. Giving Parkview.
Oh, good throw.
That's a nice throw, and does he have the speed? Got by his man. He's going to get there.
Pass goes out to the left-hand side. Woo, nice move. And he cuts back, and he's going to get close to the end zone. No, he's going to get in the end zone.
Going to fake the motion, give it up on a dive, and he faked it. That was a great fake. Quarterback keeps it all the way. He's in for the touchdown.
Talk about setting the edge. They're doing a good job with that. This is where a guy with this kind of athleticism, he's going to stop. Oh, he's got a man wide open. That's a touchdown. What a play. Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, that's Elston on the reverse. Got a big one here.
Got a reverse. He's in the open field, and number 7 is the only guy that's got him, and he did a great job attacking him, making him make the move and play, and he did move a little again. They get away with it. He's got a man. That's why they're doing it, but he underthrows it. Davis comes back and gets it, breaks a tackle. He's off to the races. You can't guard him man-to-man. He's got too much speed.
Really could see these
Jonas Davis is what again.
Thomas, he puts it up the field. I don't know that he got it. He did. Murfreesboro wins. Murfreesboro wins. They win the 2A3 on a goal line stand. Are you kidding me?
All right, we're back here at Benton Arena, 34-24. We're fixing to get going here in the second half. It's going to be fun to see how they manage Terrion Burgess with the 3 fouls, and looks like he's going to start. So, like you said at halftime, Adam, I'm attacking him early and often as much as I can.
It's definitely got to be the game plan, and got to get some of these other guys involved on the offensive end, get some rhythm, get some confidence going, and take care of the basketball.
Coach Hayes done talking to his squad. Well, he's hollering some more now. He's one more instruction, and here we go. Looks like Pickett's going to inbound it for Benton right at the half-court stripe. Oh, run Russell out there in the backcourt. He'll get it. Walker on him. He's going to hand it off. Burgess has it over on the wing, now up top. Just kind of going around the perimeter. Shelby's going to take a 3. Didn't score in the first half. Can't get that one to fall.
That's a good play design right there.
Yep. You can tell they set that up.
They executed, just didn't get it to go.
Nice cradle. Honestly, I think Mike could have struggled to get it off his hip a little bit. I think he got it off late. Russell, I think he was going to get some pressure, and he was kind of surprised how open he was there at the last second.
Jay tried to take away the lob to Burgess.
And that
got
hurts.
to do a little bit better job in transition defensively, giving up a lot of easy baskets. I know you don't want to foul, but Got to have some resistance.
Man, it's just smooth as honey right there. Just silk. Right, just gets by his man. Knows how to use his feet, set himself up, get that off the board.
I feel like Hayes has kind of bowed to the defense just a little bit tonight. Probably needs to get more aggressive in this second half if Whitehall has a chance to win.
Yeah, I think he's been trying to not get in foul trouble, so I think that's something right now that you don't really need to worry about.
Burgess right now being guarded by Hayes. Got to be careful. Kick out. Add Gray for 3. He's having himself a ball game. He's got 12.
He's been the X factor so far today.
Somebody needs to look at Ad Gray if they're not looking at him already.
You better look at him. He's a basketball player. Uh-oh, Hayes is in trouble. He gets it back, though. That wasn't Hayes. I apologize. That's Hayes. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. As Walker got in trouble there for a moment. I believe it's who it was. Was it not?
Yeah, it was Carl Walker.
Hayes is being aggressive like we were talking about, what y'all guys were calling for. Got a bucket a moment ago. Back on the line now.
Jay does have 2 fouls, so he kind of needs to be careful.
At least early in this third quarter.
Can't say how important these free throws on the road are for Whitehall right now. Hayes couldn't get that one to drop. See if he can get the second one. He will. Looked much better that time out of the hand. He seemed like he hesitated a little long on that first one, but maybe just how he does it.
He's normally a knockdown free throw shooter. He shoots a lot, I would say that. Gets
nice
fouled
screen
a lot.
from Gray for Pickett. He'll split 2 defenders.
Oh,
Kind of
wow.
circused it up, and it's good.
What a shot.
I'm telling you, Coach Hayes talked to his team. They wanted them to win the first 2 or 3 minutes of this third period, and so far, Benton's right there answering with them.
There it is, attacking Burgess. Doesn't get the foul call, but gets a shot to go in. Down 12.
Right. Good job by Burgess not to, get a little bit more physical there.
I think Hayes knows that this second half, everything's got to go through him.
Nice screen there. They were getting Burgess open. He's not able to hit it, though. Rebound comes to Whitehall. Well, Benton didn't really have anybody in the paint on the rebound that time.
Should be on Russell. Yep. Calling it on Russell, not Burgess.
Yeah, we're going to get that on Russell, like you said. Got a wide open. Is that Walker up top?
Raspberry.
He hasn't made one yet. That was no good.
Raspberry is someone who's had 30-point games this year.
Wow.
But right now he has 0. They really need him to get going.
I've only seen him shoot 2 or 3 times, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the guys that
almost a turnover.
He's probably the second leading scorer on the team.
Burgess
taking a charge. What are you going to call?
They're going to call it on Whitehall, on number 20.
Yeah.
He can't believe it.
He was a little sideways. I don't think he was
Slater.
quite square, so. How many points did you say Burgess had?
I'll tell you right after this. After that made free throw, that gives him 11. First one of the second half. 42-29. 4:59 to go in this third period. Burgess trying to make it a 14-point lead, and he will. So 10 at halftime. They've extended it 4 more. Benton making it tough. Whitehall's got to bring up the defense. Their offense looks to be a little better this second half so far. Hayes has made some tough buckets, but they'll drive in this time and go to the line. So good job attacking.
They've been really aggressive on the offensive end, getting into the paint, getting to the free throw line.
You keep doing that, good things are going to happen. The fouls will continue to rack up and be a problem for more guys than just Burgess. That was the 4th foul as we speak on Pickett, so that's huge. Pickett's going to the bench, and here comes Harris. Day 1 Harris. And if you're listening out there.
I think it's Ellis.
Number 0? Oh, I apologize.
Day 1 Ellis.
Ellis. Day 1 Ellis. Turnover down low. Here comes White Hall. Cradle, look,
a lot of
left hand.
contact.
Yeah, they're going to get the foul call.
I mean, they're making it difficult for the refs right now. Really attacking and driving the basketball. Getting to the free throw line, and these fouls are going to start adding up. Right now, Benton's at 4 team fouls.
Yep, and that's the third on Ad Gray. So Gray, who's played awesome tonight, and so has Pickett, both in some pretty serious foul trouble.
Gray's got the toughest job of anybody, I will say that.
Peggy Bevan says, love watching a high school game. Becky Robertson Carlisle says, great commentary, Adam.
Thank you, Aunt Becky. Thank you for tuning in.
Always an Aunt Becky up in the stand.
She actually lives about 10 minutes away from here.
Come on, Aunt Becky, get over here. We still got game left.
Good on-ball defense by Simpson.
Hayes good on both of those free throws. Russell gets sloppy with it and loses it. Here comes Walker and the White Hall Bulldogs.
White Hall needs to make a run right here.
Hayes gets it. Being guarded
it's a
by
big possession.
Gray, and Gray's got to be careful with 3 fouls already.
Need a bucket.
Good defense from Shelby, moving his feet, gets the turnover.
So right there, I'm not the coach, but I would like to have seen Hayes do a little bit more right there on that possession. He got cut off, he gave it up, and he never got the ball back.
He had Gray on him as well with 3 fouls.
Yes.
You want to see him just make it be an issue. Just keep the ball, and force the action a little bit. You got a timeout?
Yep, timeout Benton.
Timeout Benton.
It's a full.
43-33. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
When we need the help of legal services, we'll let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
All right, we're back here at Benton Arena, 43-33, and it's been fun to see kind of the X's and O's at the start of the second half. White Hall is really putting Benton in some foul issues, and you're going to get that when you got a guy like Jay Hayes makes it so hard to guard. Puts a lot of pressure on you, and they've got other guys that are stepping up and doing things as well.
Let me add this real quick. There's a difference between the way Burgess, who is obviously a great player, and the way Hayes plays.
Yes.
Hayes is more ball dominant than Burgess is. That's why he causes more fouls.
Oh, yeah. Burgess with it right here. Jump stop.
Was he set? Oh, wow. Wow.
Easy White Hall.
She wanted to.
Easy White Hall Bulldog.
Yeah.
She wanted to call the charge, and then she was like, oh, my, he's got 3 fouls. She made
the fist to punch it.
It's
That's
tough.
crazy.
Under the goal right there.
Oh, I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying here, but that's really tough. Wow.
They're giving her a hard time as well.
Wow.
Burgess good on that free throw. He's perfect tonight. 5 of 5 from the line. I'm trying to put any pressure on him.
My goodness.
It's like we got Steve calling a Pottsville game for ASN right now.
I think I've done pretty good besides
that
little mix-up
tough.
right there. But
45-33. All
well,
right, so
I mean, in your defense, she did make the fist as if she was about to punch it.
Walker had a moment there. He'll get turned around. Picks up the dribble. He's got to find somebody. Going to find Hayes. Gray's on him with 3 fouls. Hayes needs to go to work right here. They're going to double. He tries to.
That's got to be something.
Okay, now let me go back to the possession before where I said I'd like to see him do more. That may have been too much, but what he did do was get that foul that I was talking about earlier.
He gave it to 0.
But they charged it on Ellis. They want Ellis.
But he needs to continue to do that.
Right. Well, I feel like he has to.
Yep.
Right now down 12, 3:05 remaining in third.
That's the game plan right now. Get them in more foul trouble. Go to the line. If you're Coach Hayes, you want them to shoot 20 free throws from here to the end of the ball game.
Yep.
I mean,
got to take advantage.
He's good again. Since he missed that one, he's really gotten hot since then. Made his last 4 in a row.
He's probably close to about an 80% free throw shooter.
That one
Announcer's jinx.
Yep.
Good Lord.
45-34, 11-point game. Burgess with it. Kicks it out. Ellis for 3.
Oh, what a play by Burgess right there.
J1 Ellis. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And now a steal.
What a play by Gray.
Up off the board.
My goodness.
And that is a backbreaker for White Hall right now.
I'm telling you,
turn of events.
I don't know who's looking at Gray, but somebody needs to look at that kid.
He's got 14 points. They're not talking about him enough. Need to talk about him. He's a ball player. That three's no good. Was that Hayes?
Yeah, it was Hayes.
Didn't get deflected. He just straight up missed that time.
Tough shot. Ad Gray doing a great job on the defensive end once again.
16-point game. Benton with the ball.
This one could get away from
Russell,
him.
he's going to get fouled.
It's feeling like Benton's got all the momentum in their corner right now, up 16. You know, like I said before, I felt like White Hall had to make a move, and they just haven't been able to do it.
It's a big conference game right now. Like you said, both teams undefeated in conference. You got White Hall's in front of you. Are they 2-0 already?
They're 2-0 in conference with wins over Lakeside and El Dorado. I'm not sure who Benton has beat, but
I'll pull that up shortly for you.
Which, you know, this game right here looks about the same way these two teams played last year here at Benton. Benton got off to about a 17-point lead, something like that.
Benton's already taken out El Dorado 60-49. Texarkana, Arkansas 70-37.
Texarkana is very down.
Yeah, they really are.
They probably will not win a game in conference.
Oh, almost threw that away.
Hayes
runs it down. Shot clock running out. Gets the rim. Benton pulls down a loose rebound, though. Here comes the Panthers, up 17, trying to extend it. Kick out. Shelby, corner. Almost a flush. Burgess has it, though.
He rose up.
Hey, right as of late, Benton's starting to dominate the offensive glass as well.
Starting to get away from White Hall right now.
19-point game. Really need a basket right here.
16 points for Burgess after that one.
I tell you, I'm impressed by how deep this Benton team is.
I mean, they're doing all this right now with one of their main men picking on the bench with 4 fouls. This little mini run they've had to kind of extend the lead.
Really? Gray's on the bench right now as well.
Yeah, he more recently. Yeah,
Just
I
come
know.
at
It's
you in
impressive.
waves.
Ellis is out there. Number 5 is coming to game. Let me pull him up again.
And they've really taken care of the basketball. I mean, Whitehall hasn't really forced many turnovers on the defensive end. And Benton's getting a lot of easy baskets in transition.
Number 5 is Caleb Knight, a junior, 6 foot as he's listed.
He showed off the hops right there. Yeah, he knocked down both free throws.
He fills up
That's
the
a
stat
charge.
sheet. That's
okay.
For sure.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Easy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're not going to call that 4th one on him right here.
No,
It's
it's
3rd.
Not looking like that.
Gray comes back in. Shelby goes sits on the bench for a bit. Gray trying to fight for it right here. He'll have it. So back up top. Knight has it, almost thrown it away. Good hands from Ellis to go grab that ball. They're taking a little air out of the ball right now. 55 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Jump stop. Ooh, I thought maybe an extra step there. Going to be kicked out by Whitehall.
That's a good find.
I thought he got a little jump stop and then looked like he took an extra step maybe, but no call.
Got 16 on the shot clock, so you got time.
Burgess leak out to the three-point line. Can't get that one to fall, but Ed Gree makes his presence known right off the bench. He's going to the line to shoot two. Got to get him off the glass.
He's the player of the game tonight for sure. Doing all the little things, taking on the challenge, guarding Jay Hayes, getting these offensive rebounds, and scoring a basketball.
He also has 14 points trying to add to it.
Right. I mean, it's just been a great night for him.
Got a timeout, I believe, from White Hall. Is that correct? It's a full. We'll take one with them, 53-36. When we come back, we'll have Gray at the line.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, we're back at Benton Arena. The Panthers having a great third period, extending the lead at 53-36, and they've got Ad Gray at the line. And, man, he has a chance to really put this up by 19 if he can make both of these.
Right now, Benton is in great position to pick up, what would these be, their fourth win in the conference?
Third win.
11-2 coming into this one.
Who their losses to?
Their losses are to Bryant.
Springdale Harbor as well, I think.
Two very good teams.
They beat Farmington.
And both of them bigger as well, 6A schools.
I mean, you beat a Farmington team. I mean, you can play. I mean, Farmington is one of the best teams in the entire state. So
seen a lot of Farmington on Arkansas Sports Network over the last few years.
That's why I think that they're the favorites right now in the 5A South, which obviously Pine Bluff might have something to say about that, but these guys are playing really good basketball.
It's the coach's son, number 33. What's his name, Brad? Do you remember?
Lane Taylor.
Yeah, Lane Taylor, one of the top scorers in the state. Three-point shot is no good. Number 5 missed it. Number 5 rebounds it. Here comes Knight and the Panthers. Gray, kick out. Ellis, three-pointer out of the corner is no good. And they get another offensive rebound. And that was Knight who kind of poked it free and gathered it up. And Knight's been impressive off the bench, too, as like a 7th or 8th guy. Gray with it. Hangs with the right hand. Can't get it. Another rebound. Finally, White Hall gets their hands on the ball. Can he hit it? Oh, my. That was close.
Wow.
Good effort that time from Hayes, but we've got a break, and it's 54-36, 18-point game. We'll be back for all your fourth quarter action right after this.
Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petrus Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petrus Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone, or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrusfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you.
All right, we're back here. We've got 8 minutes left in this one, and White Hall has an uphill climb right now. They're down 18. They have put Benton into some foul trouble, but Benton's really just showed off that they've got depth, and they've got a lot of guys playing well. And really, to me, in part of this run, there's been some turnovers, but that offensive glass, I think, has been a big deal as well, a big key.
Yeah, definitely got a lot of offensive rebounds here in this one, but I mean, it's just a lot of miscues. Benton is doing the little things, and White Hall just hasn't tonight, and that's why they're ahead by 18 points.
And honestly, over like the last 6-7 real minutes, does it not feel like the ball's been on this end of the court almost constantly?
It has, yeah.
Man.
A lot of offensive rebounds and taking care of the basketball, running some clock.
You know, with Benton and their schedule and just being 11-2 and the length that they're in up with this game, they really are making a case to be number 1 in 5A.
Yeah.
It's a great way to start the fourth is Raspberry finally gets a 3 going, his first points of the night.
They're going to be a tough out in the state tournament. I mean, they bring a lot of length, and obviously defensively, these guys are superb.
Burgess, spin move. You got to get rid of it. Gray's right there.
That's the
Batman
guy,
and Robin getting it done.
Tell you what, I've been really impressed with Burgess' ability to pass the basketball.
He's very unselfish. I mean, he's not trying to come out here and outdo Jay or whatever. Like, he's just playing good team basketball.
Got a Euro. Got a blocking foul on a Euro. We've got some bleed over from our fans over here at Benton.
Unless you mute me.
You're up? No, that was a White Hall fan, wasn't it? Yeah.
No,
that was a Benton fan,
no,
right?
Definitely not.
You're up 17. Calm down. Calm down.
I couldn't hear him.
I don't know how. I feel like
it probably
comes through the
sounded like
headset.
me a couple minutes ago.
No, there was some expletives. How do you say it?
Expletives.
Okay.
Expletives.
I wasn't doing all that.
In there. First free throw good from
your
Hayes.
Your wife will get you if you do that.
Yeah, she's sitting here right in front of me. I wouldn't do that anyways.
So, yeah, Aunt.
Reverend
Aunt
Wright.
would not be,
No.
She wouldn't be very happy with you.
I don't think so.
No.
Both free throws good from Hayes. They had a leak out there for a moment, but Benton in no hurry right now. Burgess has it. It's a 2-on-2 or 3-on-2 if they go for it. He's just going to take it up.
Play.
Grown man play that time up off the board.
Tough finish.
By the way, he is the leading scorer for Benton. You wouldn't have known it, but he's got an 18. No, actually 16. I'm sorry.
I've got him with 18.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they haven't
been very
updated that
efficient
yet.
tonight.
Yeah,
he's got 18, and Gray's right behind him with
16 is what it's got on the board.
16. And that's going to be a foul on Walker.
No, I'm sorry. 17 is what they've got Gray on the board for. So Gray's been very good tonight.
It is 17. I was trying to add everything there as you were spitting them out.
Coach Hayes really wanted to over the back there. It was a good block out, but it's hard to block out 6'9".
White Hall just loses them right there on the little baseline inbounds. Wide open shot for Russell.
By the way, that over the back call, is actually a point of emphasis here in Arkansas. They talked about that there isn't an over the back call.
Right.
You can't go through somebody.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
Right.
It's just a foul. You can't go through the defender if they're blocking you out. You can go over them as long as you are not impeding their space.
Right. You can go over them as long as you don't.
I think that one was
them.
clean.
Yeah.
I don't think that was over the back. I mean, he's just 6'9" and just puts his arms over him.
Hayes, another free throw. He's going to miss his third of the night, though. Struggled a little bit there. Russell leaks out. Second time in a row he's done it. They didn't try to hit him the last time. This time they will.
While Benton is probably going to win this ball game up 20 with this amount of time, I'd love to see the return game at White Hall with the oversized Bulldog on the court.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice try from Walker.
Somebody needs to chill out with that Bulldog. Have you ever seen the court, Duran?
I've heard y'all talk about it in chat. I don't think I've actually
The Bulldog
seen it.
literally takes up the whole court.
It does. It's very massive.
They're proud.
But it's hard
it's
to do a live stream in that arena, I will say. I mean, they tried to fix the Wi-Fi, but when everybody gets in there, they're all on the Wi-Fi, so it's like,
you got to have that
don't know
teacher
what we're
Wi-Fi
do.
nobody else knows about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if that one will help either.
That ASN After Dark Wi-Fi, that's what we need. Right?
River Valley later.
You can't say that anymore, right? Right?
Sorry, if you're from White Hall or Benton, you have no clue what we're talking about.
Well, we definitely know he's not watching. Somebody might tell him, though. Poor little fella.
All right, here we go. So inbound, he's going to throw it off of a Bulldog. Stays with Benton.
So Whitehall's turning up the intensity a little bit here. Wanted to see that about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, 18-point game, 6:12 to go. Got a lot of work to do, and there's Russell wide open again, but Hayes was kind of spying that one.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, it was. Here comes
a
Ag
quicker
Gray.
rotation, though.
Good job that time from Russell not to take that wide open three, but then he gets himself trapped and almost some extracurricular down there. Better get out of that huddle.
Yeah, that's a place you don't want to be right there.
We'll keep it here, 62-44. But, yeah, I felt like that was – Russell's just a sophomore, and I felt like that was a heady play. Wide open three-pointer. You know, he decides not to take it, take a little air out of the ball. He did kind of dribble back right into the corner, and that was not good. But
and that's not the first time he's done that tonight. I mean, he's really been patient on offense. He's not trying to force anything. I mean, he's really comfortable with who he is on the court, and he's been really patient in transition as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him do a lot of shot fakes, making a lot of moves. I mean, that's how he's gotten his points, is off of transition baskets.
Hey, Aaron, when we go to break or when we stay here during a break, the cameraman is not on break. I'm giving him a hard time. We had a cheerleader doing a whole bunch of backflips. I was trying to get that. It was too late though. No, we appreciate Aaron. We appreciate Nate. Nate doing all the production here for you. Aaron helps out with that as well, and doing a great job on our close-up camera. That's his camera we're on right now, and now we'll switch out to our wide, and that's Brad, who's also doing color, working that. Adam's just doing color tonight. I'm trying to keep stats over here and do play-by-play. And we brought basically most of the whole crew here, and it's been a lot of fun. And, of course, we've had Bill Harshaw, who creates all these graphics. Everything you see on the screen is made from him. Very talented. Nice inbound all the way to Burgess.
Oh, tough play by Burgess right
just
there.
Just too tall, man, and strong.
Tall and strong, like you said.
By the way, we need to be thinking about a D3 Auto Sales player of the game.
That's right. Burgess now with 20 points. Walker in trouble. Got to get rid of it. He'll find Raspberry. Jordan Raspberry had a three a moment ago. He's in trouble.
Could have been a travel.
Yeah. Yeah. And Coach Hayes is going to call a timeout. Let's go ahead and take one with them. We'll be back right after this 20-point game on the Arkansas.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
All right, we're back here at Benton. We want to thank our sponsors tonight, Petrus Farms, a new major sponsor with us. We really appreciate Petrus Farms. Arkansas Tech University, we just played one of their ads. They've been really great with us. You know, we announced it last Sunday, and moving forward here, it's a big deal on the Arkansas Sports Network. We're going to try to have our first ever Arkansas Sports Network Kickoff Classic in football next year. That will be at Arkansas Tech University. We've got a nice partnership with them going, and something that we're really excited about. Of course, we've got other sponsors, D3 Auto Sales, and we've got a D3 Auto Sales MVP to name in this one, and 5:16 to go, 20-point game. It's probably going to be someone from Benton. We'll talk about that more as we get to the end of the game. Who else we got? Razor Polish is always been friends of ours. Tyson Valley Distribution Center in Russellville. Huge sponsor with this. Has been with us from the get-go, really. And we can't do any of that without them. Heirloom Legal. Leah Jacobs over in Atkins. Been a great supporter of us as well. So we want to thank all of those major sponsors.
Got a slippery spot. Oh,
wow.
Oh!
And a throwdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Big time from Jacoby Edwards.
He's an athlete, man. I mean, he's a high flyer, but he definitely benefited from the slippage on the floor.
Oh, my goodness. Did we get the replay on that?
Yeah, we did. We got it.
Cow.
Play it again. Let me see
He
that.
can get up with the best of them, man.
Here we go. Another replay. Good job from Nate Sparks on a tomahawk dunk. All right, bring it back out. Great job there on the replay capture. Yeah, he can. Jacoby Edwards. He's just a junior as well for Whitehall. Him and Hayes will be back and many more. Look at that pass.
They're going to be scary next year.
Russell. Ooh, big time rejection that time. Pickett got sent the other way. 20-point game still, though. Hayes runs into a wall at Burgess, no call, and he's still able to muscle it in.
I mean, they've attacked him here in the second half. Just still has 3 fouls, though. Whitehall's got to get some more turnovers. Force him into some bad shots.
27 points for Hayes right now.
27?
27, and Burgess just gets his, let me add that up.
24th by the board.
Yep.
Great. Good performances by both today. That's what we came to see.
And they're both very different players. They do it in different ways. Got a blocking foul.
Coach Hayes down on the sideline. I don't know if you saw him. Coach Hayes down the sideline. He don't know if you saw him. He's clapping his hands. He just goes, basically because we didn't get it down here, so they didn't call it down here.
Right.
So at least you got that, right, if you're a Whitehall fan.
I mean, it's really tough to watch when the ref is literally about to punch the charge, and then she goes blocking foul. I mean,
listen, I've refereed ball games before, and I have had coaches say, that's that person's 4th foul. You just changed the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. And we're not trying to come down on refs.
Right.
Like the charge block is one of the hardest things to call in all of sports.
It's tough. It's tough.
I mean, it really is. There's times where you feel like it's a little easier to call, but it is a tough one. We don't have enough referees,
Oh, wow.
It's a tough spin move.
That is part of it, too, is that you really don't have enough referees to do all these games. In fact, I've heard that they have started to try to split these days. Used to, high school games were Tuesday and Friday, but they can't do that anymore. That's why you see so many games played through the week.
Thursdays, Wednesdays even at times. So 68-48, we're down to 4:05 to go. Hayes gonna pop. That was long. Shelby with a nice rebound. Russell gets it up to Burgess. Will they slow it out? Nope, they're going for it. That pass tough. Can't run it down. It's gonna go back to Whitehall.
And now Benton's finally starting to turn the ball over. This is probably something you might would have wanted a little bit sooner if you're Whitehall. Don't know if it would have really made a difference in the ball game, but.
Yeah, I agree. Of course, head coach Dexter Hendricks, I'm sure he wasn't happy about that turnover there just a moment ago by his Panthers. In that type of situation, slow it down just a hair. Still playing on full court here. Hayes struggling, loses it. He just kind of lost control. He had his head up. He was trying to look for someone to hit it to. And
they really need to wipe down the floor over there by the free throw line.
Yeah,
it's still wet in the same spot that it was earlier.
Russell, meanwhile, gets another bucket. Russell's got 14 now.
Carl Walker drawing the foul.
70 points on Benton's side here.
Normally, this is a Whitehall team that
they're pretty high scoring.
They score.
This has been
they can
impressive.
Score with the best of them, and
impressive defensive game.
Yeah,
for Benton.
Ben's done a great job, but Whitehall really just not a lot of guys have scored the basketball besides Jay Hayes and Carl Walker and Jacoby Edwards. Raspberry's chipped in with 3. But
yeah.
normally, like I said earlier, Raspberry's a guy that can get you 20 on a nightly basis. They've really done a good job on him. He hasn't had a lot of open looks from 3 tonight.
Yeah,
but they really need
Bulldogs
him to step up here in conference play.
Burgess gets hammered that time. They've been late on the whistle all night. Does it not seem that way? Like it's just a
right.
And maybe that they're trying to make it, take their time. That way they make the right call.
You can hear
Don't
Coach
say that
Hayes.
to the White Hall fan.
You can hear Coach Hayes yelling from up here, but definitely a frustrating night. And I will say this is a very well-coached White Hall basketball team. This is a White Hall program that hasn't made the state tournament since 2015 when I was a freshman in high school. So, I mean, this is last year they came like 1 game short. Sheridan got in over them. This year they're hoping for something different. And this is a team that I think can and will get into that top 4 there in the 5A South. But it's a really tough conference.
It really is.
You can't take any nights off. You got to play Sheridan. You got to play Pine Bluff, Lake Hamilton, Lakeside.
And normally Texarkana up there with them. They're down a little bit this year though.
Texarkana is not very good. I'll just say that. But El Dorado down as well.
Hogs win 83-73. By the way.
Thank God.
Burgess angry. Burgess
come on now.
Quite hit the rim. I think he kind of just threw it in a little bit.
A little Dwight Howard action.
Right.
24-point ball game right now.
Hayes, tough shot.
Trying to draw a foul right there.
He's trying to draw it, and there's Russell on a leak out, but Russell's really good at doing that. 73-49. This one's basically over except for the final score. Russell takes the 3 this time. He silently has more points than it looks like. He's got 17 now. They actually got it wrong on the board. They had 12 a minute ago when he had 14.
He can play, man. He's only a sophomore, correct?
Yes.
So, I mean, he's somebody that you're looking at in the future with this team. You're going to have Burgess back next year. You're going to have Ad Gray back. You're going to have Russell back. So, I mean, these guys,
Daywan Ellis,
they're going to be competing
sophomore
for the 5A state title again next year. It's not getting any easier if you're White Hall, against Benton.
So, Jay Sean Hayes, he's got a little brother. It's Van Hayes, right?
Van Hayes, he's a 7th grader. Yep, 7th grader. By the time that he gets up into high school, you're going to know about him. He's definitely one of the best players in his class in the state of Arkansas, if he's not already the best player as a 7th grader in the state. You also got an 8th grader and Brian Cal Jr. He'll be a freshman. He's probably looking at your starting point guard next year if you're White Hall as a freshman. So I'm really excited to see those guys coming up as they get older and growing. Got a lot of talent coming.
Carl Walker, a senior on this team, he'll be moving out, and that may be where you're saying he might come in and start right there at point.
Right. Got to earn it, though, for sure.
Ramos, he's a senior as well, ain't he?
He is.
He handles the ball quite a bit. He's in right now, number 10 for White Hall.
Yeah, Raspberry, Walker, and Ramos, all 3 seniors.
Ellis, one of those guys we talked about who's had a big night. Ellis has come in and had 5 points, had a big 3-pointer earlier in the second half. So like you said, Benton looking really good moving on in the future. Both these teams are turning a lot of talent.
I think we got a technical foul against Coach Hayes. Definitely a frustrating night.
Looking at the rankings here, talking about the rankings, this Benton team, just looking at who is up there in the 5A, if I'm ranking right now, I'm ranking them number 1. Just looking at, you've got a Russellville team that's 11-1.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe that Russellville's any better than they are.
Russellville is shocking me this year.
Yeah.
They lost a 1-possession game, I think, to North Little Rock. When you do that, that's pretty big time.
So they're playing hard. I know that they've got a new coach in there, and I know it's kind of a different attitude there at Russellville. You've got Marion. They're always up there. They're just 5-1 according to Max Preps. I'm not sure that that's totally right. Pine Bluff 8-2 right now. Harrison's always a tough team at 8-3. You got Lake Hamilton up there at 10-5. Parkview is at 8-10 right now. Is what they've got them.
White Hall has beat Parkview this year at Parkview.
Yeah, I saw that earlier on the schedule. It was like a 3-point game or a 2-point game.
Yeah, beat them by a possession. And Maumelle is probably, I would think, maybe going to win that 5A Central, but I don't know. That's a tough conference as well.
Who was it? Was it White Hall that Maumelle blew out?
Yes, Maumelle blew out White Hall. First game of the year, trying to figure out, who you are as a team.
November 6th or something like that, November 9th, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think if those two teams played again, it's probably a little different. Very close game, but Maumelle's somebody that's got some really big-time players, and Jacob Lanier and Markelon Rochelle.
So, meanwhile, number 3 comes in for Benton, Braden Stamper. He hits 1 of 2 free throws off the technical. And then they get an offensive rebound, and James McKinney, number 15, a sophomore, he gets a 2-point bucket. And there's Knight, who almost flushed one earlier in the game.
Maumelle at 6-9 right now, by the way. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Knight seems like another one of those guys that's kind of pedal to the metal at all times.
And Maumelle's played a really tough schedule.
Yes.
Number 3 is going to drive. He's going to get a little one-handed floater. Nice play from number 3 again. Let me get his name again. My extended roster here. That is Braden Stamper, a senior guard, 5'8". He's got 3 points now. So we're about done here. 16 seconds left, 81-53. We've got a D3 Auto Sales player of the game for Benton being the winner here. We could put Burgess up there. Burgess ended up. He's got, let me count it up here real quick.
Probably 30, around that.
Burgess has 21.
Burgess has 21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hayes has 29.
Okay, I got you.
But Burgess on the winning team. But I'm going Ad Gray. We've been talking about him all night. Played such good moments. He had to set the bench with foul problems. He ended up with 17 points as well.
He's definitely deserving of it. I mean, it's not just on the offensive end. He did a great job defensively, taking on the challenge of guarding Jay-Sean Hayes. Did a really good job. Never let his foot off the gas the entire game, and Benton comes out on top by 28 here tonight. Big win.
Yeah, and
it was conference play.
I had Burgess for 27. I missed some free throws I didn't write down. So 27 points, or I didn't add in. For Burgess, Jay-Sean with 29. So the two stars definitely showed out. But I'm thinking Ad Gray is our D3 Auto Sales player of the game. Number 2 for Benton with 17 points. Great job on the offensive glass and playing great defense. We're going to take another break. We'll come back. And we'll wrap it up right after this right here from Benton.
Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petrus Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petrus Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrusfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you. There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, Maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
All right, we're back here for the final time from Benton Arena as they get a big victory over White Hall. But a great matchup. We saw a lot of high-profile players, and we had a D3 Auto Sales player to name, and we gave it to Ad Gray. He wasn't the leading scorer for Benton. He had 17, but we really were impressed by him, some of the plays he made down the stretch.
Both ends, man. Played both ends tonight.
Both ends of the court. We'll give you the final stats. Javarius Russell also chipped in with 17. 10 points for Harrison Pickett, who was big in that first half. He had 8, and he got into 4 fouls early in the third. 27 points for Terrion Burgess, 5 points for Daywan Ellis, 3 points for Caleb Knight, and 2 points for number 15. I'll pull back up again. Got in the game late. That's James McKinney. That rounds out Benton scoring over for Whitehall. Only 4 Bulldogs got in the points tonight. 3 for Jordan Raspberry, 10 for Carl Walker, 29 points for Jay Hayes, and 10 for Jacoby Edwards. And that rounds out the scoring. It's been a great night of basketball. There's King Cotton Classic. You know the dates on that?
December 27th through the 29th. Starts off next week on Wednesday. King Cotton Classic always every single year it just brings in the greatest players around the entire United States. So not just Arkansas, but Arkansas is going to have these 2 teams that you saw here tonight. Whitehall, Benton, also going to have Little Rock Christian, Little Rock Central, of course Pine Bluff. So, and Pine Bluff last year lost on a buzzer beater. I can't remember the team who won. I think it was a team from Texas, but Whitehall. They got a quick turnaround, and they got to play the Georgia state champions in Sandy Creek. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I done seen I believe it was Crutchfield, which, you know, we don't talk about Crutchfield too much. He's leaving the state to play football. But, no, I think it was him that tweeted that we're going to run it back. You know, they were so close last year to getting that championship. They're ready to do it again. Does Dindy play for them as well?
Dindy
basketball?
Does, but right now Austin Dindy, I believe, is injured. I think it's his ankle. I believe. I think that's what I've been told. So that Pine Bluff team last year, obviously 5A state champions, and this year they're trying to do the same thing, losing by 1 possession in the King Cotton Classic. I say that's very impressive.
Very impressive.
Jonesboro down there last year as well.
Yeah. But Pine Bluff ended up winning state in 5A, did they not?
They did. Beat Lake Hamilton.
Right. Is Robinson already gone? Is he still there at Lake Hamilton? Robinson.
Ty Robinson's there. He's a senior this year. Zach Pennington, he graduated. He's at SAU, and now you got the other Pennington and Zane Pennington. I believe
I didn't know there was another one.
He's a junior, I believe now. So Lake Hamilton, they're going to be solid once again.
Coach Scotty Pennington got it going on.
He does
down there.
Lake Hamilton's still solid.
They really are. The Curly Wolves. The Curly Wolves. They're just the Wolves. I'm thinking Prescott. My bad. So the Wolves of Lake Hamilton. In that maroon and gold, just a great program. Of course, we got to call 5A State a couple years ago. It was a lot of fun. But we're going to wrap it up from here. A lot of basketball going on around the state. We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays to you right here from the Arkansas Sports Network. For myself, Duran Miller, for Brad Caldwell, Adam Johnston, Aaron Powers, and Nate Sparks, we're going to call it a night right here from Benton. Thank you for joining us.